water signs, this is your new moon in Capricorn reading and what to expect. You came up as a Fool card in the middle of your spread, and this is for Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. I feel like a lot of us are holding back sometimes. We get indecisive. There's a little bit of hesitancy in the new moon. So let's turn that around and take the risk. Use that energy of in Capricorn, that's also business and entrepreneurship and creativity. Use that and don't get yourself unstuck through whatever it is that you're seeking. Some of you are having a hard time with closure with something that's keeping you from truly being seen and speaking your truth and stepping into your light, into your inner confidence, your divine unconditional love for yourself, right? There could be something in the past that makes you feel you're stuck and you can't move around as much, but that cycle's coming to an end with this, whatever, depending on what you do on the new moon, because you are a co-creator, you do have to step into your power, and you do have to face a lot of your issues and address them and express these things directly, right? Because there's a powerful ending with the Ten of Swords here. You're tired, you're done. A lot of this has to do with like parts of your life, you're kind of wanting to rebel more. Or some of you are repressing that divine rebel, right? And you are here. You're a disruptor. You are here to show others that there's always another way. Water signs, that the conditions that the mind places on the world about how things should be done can and should be challenged. That is exactly the energy of the new moon that a lot of us are going to be experiencing and need to put out there, right? There's not, you may not feel understood or seen or respected by those that are ready to make love more important, more important than fear. Like, that's what you're here for. Divine rebels, we're ready to make love more important than fear important than love. So, the people that could be judging, if you're seeing that reflection in your outer world, it's because you could be judging yourself. I know the moment I stop judging myself, I stop getting judgment from others. As above, so below, as within, so without. So it is safe to accept what's happening to you and not be afraid to look like a fool and keep expressing, keep posting, keep speaking, right? Because when the universe closes one door to you, it's going to lead you to where you most need to be next, right? You don't know who is meant to hear your message. You don't know who is waiting to hear all about your past, and you're here to shine that light, right? It's conscious. It's an awakening. It's a constructive choice that there's easier ways and different ways, and accept what's happening to you. And you will be led. You're going to step into divine grace when you are able to be the Fool, to look at things through a different lens and take a leap. So be patient. You're being empowered with a truth more potent than fear at this time, water signs. Your spirit is rapidly expanding, especially with this new moon energy, beyond what options and logic can contain. It needs to be free. Your spirit needs to run wild, and run wild with that grace. This is, put yourself out there. This is divine fulfillment that requires that you have the courage to roar, to say and speak your truth, and do what you love, and refuse to be put down by others, right? Other people are going to always talk, so you might as well do what you want to do. And you're going to have a lot of kindred souls that are going to be drawn to your light. And the more you stop feeling guilty and hiding behind shame, you're going to realize how worthy you are, and you are such a big inspiration, and you have the power of revelation inside of you. So go beyond your own personal judgments, your opinions of yourselves, right? Like, be disciplined. Maybe don't share what you're doing to people that don't understand, right? Don't take the high road and just keep it simple. Just say, I'm don't need to explain yourself, but just keep your business to yourself while you're stabilizing and while you're building. Let's clarify the Temperance card. There's like an imbalance, like that could be you wanting things to happen quick, a shortcut. There are no shortcut, guys. like go through the healing process if this is what you're wanting to advance in, realign yourself, and everything will fall into place. So it went back in the card, in the deck, but I'm going to take that one. You got your commitment is being tested, and that makes sense. So being patient, right? Like seek balance to create calmness in your world, and you're going to be handled, you're going to be tested with how you handle these hurdles with confidence at this time, with this new moon. You know, if you affirm that it's too big or it's too hard, then it will. It's how it works. Do you believe in your dreams, or have you secretly given up? The answer to your question is yes. And if you're halfway, if you're halfway through a goal, that's a great start right there. You know, you need to recommit to yourself and stay strong, even when things are coming at you, even if, you know, people are talking in your ear that causes you to self-doubt, to self-loathe, to punish yourself. It's ignoring the call. So with this new moon energy, fire signs, stabilize, ground, right? And focus, because you're going to get busy. Whatever it is that a lot of you are working on, you're developing your skills, you're putting yourself out there, you're going to see how desired you are by many people. Your service is going to be wanted. You're going to have a lot of clients coming in. I think this came up for air signs as well. So yes, you may feel bad having to leave some things behind, but that might be necessary for you to get out of your comfort zone to be able to live this new Ace of Pentacles, this new manifestation coming in, abundance, a new way of life. Some of you could be moving. Some of you could be switching over or thinking about it deeply during this new moon for a new career. Let's pull you an advice card, astrology card, water signs for this new moon, Capricorn. MC, your midhaven. So that has to do with the highest point, your social standing, your goals, how you present yourself, your aspirations, your ambitions, your financial status, your public life, your career, your views on society. MC is also known as midheaven, right? It's the midheaven is the highest point on the natal chart. It shows you where you're going and what you're trying to achieve. Your career goals are the type of career, whatever it is that you want to do, if you want to be a creator, and how it indicates and affects your public life and your social standing, and basically your general views on society. So are you going to be the fool and take that leap into the unknown, right? We may not know right away where you're going, but you have a deep calling and a deep knowing, and you've known it before you got indoctrinated into the educational system. Before you went to college, a lot of you already knew what it is that you're here to do, to move towards something better. Let's pull you an archetype card here. Whoa. Some of you love writing, you know, poetry. Some of you love expressing your soul's insights in how you translate some symbolism, and that's, you have a way of connecting with animals. Let's say write down what comes through, right? Turn your gifts into passion, and passion will bring forth abundance. When you follow your heart, you know, money follows. Don't do it for the money, because it's the other way around. The blessings do come. So some of you could be giving up right before the miracle occurs, like persevere through this. And a lot of you have a lot of father healing that you still need to work on, that you could be holding yourself back, and it's not allowing you to step up into your inner authority. So if you need some help with that, if you need a mentor to go through some spiritual healing, and we can, you know, do a session alone just on healing, and maybe tune into your life path and your next calling, and what some of your gifts are, and how I can support you to refine them. And what good are gifts, as I always say, if you're not using them, right? I hope this was helpful, water signs.